Alright guys, so if you've seen my last video, you can see that I acquired the 78 El Camino that I have right here. But if you haven't, you can check the link, it's going to be down in the description. But basically, the state it's in right now is it's going to need a new battery terminals, and an alternator. Things not starting for me, so we got to replace all that stuff in this video. And you'll be seeing more videos of the El Camino currently right now, just for the fact that this is going to be my new daily driver car. So I'm trying to make it a little bit more reliable, while the Z is more of a project car that I'm going to be using for shows, racing, more stuff like that. So the Z right now is a little bit on hold so I can get some project funds thrown into that, while for this thing I just need to get it running for me. So yeah. So as you can see, the battery terminal right here is actually cracked downwards in, so the battery is definitely going to be needing replaced, as well as the battery terminal right here. You can see it's actually completely cracked right there. It's also very chewed up, as well as the negative side. It's a very chewed up terminal. So we're going to be replacing the terminals, replacing the battery, and also replacing the alternator that's right over there. So right now I'm isolating that battery terminal by wrapping a piece of cloth around it so it doesn't touch any other metals, as well as removing the negative terminal, and then I'm going to be wrapping that as well in cloth. Even though the battery's already removed, I just like to wrap up my terminals with a piece of cloth so that it's not touching another piece of metal. And then we're going to be removing the battery itself by the bolt that's down there, pulling it up so we can take the battery out. And then once that's done, we're actually going to be sanding down that battery holder and repainting it because it's very rusted. So it is now time to remove the alternator right here. I'm going to leave this negative cable to the housing. Don't need to take that thing off. But what I'm going to do right now is loosen this bolt up so we can move the alternator back and forth so we can remove the belt right now. That's going to be a 13. So it's just going to loosen that up real quick. Hoping that you guys can see this fine. There we go. Going to bring it down just enough so that we can get this belt off, or I'm going to do it a little bit more actually. Nope, this way. There we go. Just like so. So now the belt can be removed from the alternator. Move it over to the side right there. Alright, let's go back to the 15 right there and remove this. There we go. Just like so. And there is the bolt right there. Come on, you out yet? Oh, dropped the washer, but that is off. Now I'm gonna grab the washer. So now we should hopefully be able to just pick this thing right up, pull it out. Or maybe not, come on. And now what we're gonna do is disconnect that cable as well as that connector behind the alternator. There we go. There we go. And there is the original alternator right there. Now we're going to have to transfer a bracket from the original one to this one, because it's a new one. It doesn't have the bracket. It's down here. I'm going to show you real quick. This is the bracket right here for that vehicle. Right there. Bracket. So now we're going to be throwing in the new alternator and connecting up the cable and the wire right here. It took a second, but we finally were able to get the alternator bolt in place. Just had to move things around a little bit, but we got that in place right now. So I just got to connect the back cables, which I'm gonna do. I rather would have installed them before I bolted that on, but I'm just gonna see if I can get to it from the back. It's gonna make it a little bit more difficult, but we shouldn't have a problem. I'm now going to be reattaching the belt. There we go. Pulling this back a little bit, and then so what we're going to be doing is removing this terminal from the cable right now. It's going to take an 11mm socket. We're just going to buzz these things right off. There we go. This is a newer version, but they're basically the exact same thing. And then we're going to feed that wire and grab it from the rag right through there. Lowest torque setting on my Milwaukee, and just like so. All right, now that shouldn't come loose at all. There we go. There we go. Now that battery is held in place. I'm now going to connect the positive battery cable just like so, and then tighten that down. And now to finish it off, the negative battery cable. So overall in the video, we installed the new battery, we painted the battery holder, we installed the new terminal, installed the new alternator, and tightened the power steering belt. There we go. Positive and negative, and the positive and negative battery terminal are tied down.
It's like shaking, and that's scary.
Cool.
Was that it? Did that work?
Yep, it works.
I don't know, it sounded pretty sketchy.
Hey, also, if you want a video on my car, I'm his brother, this is my car, and he won't do a video on it, and he really should because it's pretty awesome. Comment down below if you want a video. You guys